Coming up on Welcome Home, a plumbing company built on over 70 years of local service, a local carpet business delivering flooring solutions that are built to last, a nationwide family-owned company built on trusted cleaning expertise, the roofing company committed to quality, value, and community across the Carolinas, innovative full-service solutions for adding and transforming residential spaces, a sheriff's office dedicated to crime prevention through community education, the resale shop making buying and selling clothing and accessories simple and affordable. Today, we're spotlighting one of Wilmington's most trusted names when it comes to plumbing and irrigation, Damone Parlier Plumbing. From emergency repairs to new custom home construction to even irrigation, this local family-owned team is keeping homes and businesses running smoothly, one job at a time. I'm here with Al. He's the owner of Damone Parlier Plumbing. Al, you've been doing this quite a while. What would you say makes your company different from all the other plumbing irrigation companies out there?
What separates us is that we treat everyone the way we want to be treated. So we are a large family-owned company, and we do care what the feedback is, what other customers' opinion is, because without a customer, we don't have a company. So that is priority for us to make sure customer service is number one. And it all starts from the minute a phone call comes into our office to the dispatching of the technicians to the completion of the job. So in my opinion, that's what makes us stand out and separates us from everybody. We do a lot of donating. We give back to the community strongly. We believe how we treat people is just as important as the work that we do. That's what makes DPI different than all the other companies.
Well, that's certainly important when choosing a company to work with, because we all want to be treated the same way. So we're going to meet a lot of members from the team today. Let's go check in with the service department. I'm here with the service department manager, Jeff. Jeff, the service department is a very important part of DPI. What makes that so important?
Customer service. Customer service is our top priority. It's where we build a lot of lifelong relationships with our clients. It just starts with a phone call and the customer's need. Once we know what the customer's need is, we want to be responsive. We want to be that Johnny on the spot. We want to be honest with what the pricing is. We want to let them know ahead of time in a roundabout way what it may cost them. That way they know they're getting the best bang for their buck.
So can you also talk about some of the service offerings? I know irrigation and plumbing, but there's a whole realm inside of plumbing, including toilets. Could you just briefly give us a rundown?
Sure. So we'll do kitchen faucet installs. We do garbage disposals, toilet installs, customer provided, and we also provide a toilet as well.
Brandon, how's your team approach new projects differently, and what do builders appreciate most about working with you?
So we approach every project with a lot of careful planning and through execution. From the blueprint reading to the job itself to doing the work, we communicate with the customer every step of the way. We let them know if there are any things that need to be changed on the job, anything that isn't up to code. We communicate those things to them immediately and work from there.
Well, you're known for your customer care, your craftsmanship, and working with tight schedules. How does that all fit into large-scale projects?
Yeah, that goes back to our team. We have people in place that know how to run against deadlines. They know how to run tight schedules. They know when to put an extra crew on a job and make sure that job gets done within that timeline without compromising our craftsmanship.
So we're going to meet with the irrigation department. Let's go check in with that team member. I'm here with JP. He's the CTO. He's also in charge of the irrigation department. JP, irrigation is an important part of people's yards and daily lives. Can you tell us more about the irrigation? And I'm assuming it encompasses more than just grass.
Sure. A lot of people do think it's just grass, right? But of course, when you're serving businesses and residences, people's lawns are kind of their livelihood, especially in the spring and summer months. We just make sure that we focus on maintaining that health, that growth, and we start from scratch if we need to, so we can help design a brand new system for you. But I think what's important is people who already have these systems, we help maintain them, and we're really just one call away. And as my previous cohorts have already mentioned, we are customer first. So if someone has a question, how do we operate it? What do I need to do? I have no idea, new house, etc. We're there every step of the way, 24 hours a day.
Thank you so much. From residential to commercial, from irrigation to plumbing, these guys handle it all. Local family-owned business. Check them out online today and see the difference for yourself. Welcome back to another episode of Welcome Home. I'm with Tim Potter. He's the owner of Carpet Smart in Wilmington. Tim, you guys have been around a long time. Tell us about Carpet Smart.
Yeah, Carpet Smart has been serving the Cape Fear community since 1999. We're locally owned and operated. We have a great showroom off 17th Street. We have a very experienced staff that's very attentive to the customer.
Huge question here. Do you do more than just carpet?
Yes, we do. I know carpet's in the name, but we do hardwood, we do LVP, we do vinyl, we do laminate. So yes, we offer a wide selection of flooring products.
And speaking of flooring, what sets you apart from all the other companies out there in Wilmington that do carpet and flooring?
I think what sets us apart is that we get as excited about the customer's project as the customer themselves. We have a very attentive staff with decades of experience, and so we work very hard to make it simple for the customer.
Yeah, you and I were talking before the show, and what you said was you like to focus on the customer experience because you want them to have fun when they're picking out things like flooring.
Yeah, that's right. And one of the things we like to point out is flooring shows differently in your own house. And so we work very closely with the customer to find the right pattern, the right shade that works with their walls, their furniture, their paintings in their house. We spend a lot of time making sure what the customer is selecting is going to work well for them.
Well, speaking of homeowners, what are the products that work best for homeowners with pets and children?
Yeah, one of our favorite brands is Mohawk, and Mohawk offers the Mohawk Smart Strand. And what that is they've created a fiber that has stain resistance built into the fiber. So it's perfect for pets, it's perfect for kids, it's an extremely durable product.
What would you say is one mistake that people make when choosing their flooring?
I think one mistake people make is they often choose something lighter than what looks well in the house. And so when you're holding it in your hand, a cream looks really, really good. When it's in the whole room, I suggest people go a shade darker than they would think because it's going to really show light on the floor.
Well, speaking of carpet, one thing I learned just by talking to you is that I can choose my favorite piece of carpet in the store and have it turned into a custom rug any size.
Yes, we do custom area rugs in the store. We can do a custom area rug out of any product that we offer. We also have a warehouse full of options that the customer can select from, and we will cut it to fit your space perfectly.
Well, when would you say is a good time to think about replacing flooring in a house?
Sure. I think any time's a good time for flooring, but the holiday season is perfect. You got friends and family coming into your house, and you want your house to show very, very well. So think about fall, going into the holiday season, get your house freshened up with new flooring. One
last thing we want to leave our viewers with. What is a tip that you have for keeping our flooring looking better longer?
Sure, I would stay away from detergents, so use warm water cleaning methods. So on hard surface, warm water, wipe it dry. On carpets, use steam clean applications.
All right, well, where do you want people to find you? Do you want them to go to your website or you want them to come into the showroom?
Our showroom's a great place to start because customers can really see the wide selection of products we have and meet our very friendly staff. But if they can't make it to our showroom, visit us on our website at carpetsmartwilmington.com.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. carpetsmartwilmington.com, or you can visit their showroom located in the Cargo District. We'll see you next time. Welcome back to Welcome Home. I've got Mac Lemon joining us with Stanley Steamer. Mac, we've seen your episode before, but this time I want to talk a little bit more about what sets you apart locally. Everybody knows Stanley Steamer. It's a national brand, but locally, what sets you apart?
I think the biggest thing is the prioritization of the customer's problems. I really find purpose in solving problems. We're available. We have the trucks, the manpower, the staffing, the training.
Well, I've had a chance to use your services since our last episode. I'm not being paid to say this. I'm going to put you on the spot. The biggest things for you are reliability and availability, right? So I needed someone to come out and take care of a problem right away, and
Right.
You guys were available.
You are a lot of what our customer is. There's a lot of things going on in your life. You have a lot of different aspects pulling you in different directions with children or pets, or you've got appointments or extracurriculars with school and sports. We just need to fit within that. So when your schedule is really in high demand, we try to alleviate those problems for you, and we try to just make sure that we're available when you're available.
So my problem was I was selling a house and I needed my floors cleaned. They're hardwood floors. I had no idea who to call. Francois, one of your guys,
Yes.
came out
Yep.
immediately. And what I really appreciated was that he was honest. He said, "Hey, Christina,
do you really want me to clean these floors? Because what you really need is to replace the floors.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I know, Francois. I just want them clean.
Yep.
But I appreciate that because there's a lot of companies that take advantage of people, but you're not one of them.
Fortunately for me, I sit down with these employees when they're interviewing for us and we talk about our 4 principles, and it's honesty, reliability, resourcefulness, and communication. And I think that, Francois specifically, who we sent to your home, he embodies all 4 of those principles. But it's really hard to build a good culture and a good team if you don't have those established. So it's great to hear.
Yeah. Well, let's tell people what services you do provide, because I think it's important for Wilmington to know what is available. You're not just carpets.
Correct. Yeah. It's we do hard surface cleaning with LVL cleaning. We do tile and grout cleaning, upholstery cleaning, area rug cleaning, air duct cleaning, dryer vent cleaning, anything that's going to affect the home. You need to give us a call and we can take a stab at it.
And you don't just do residential, you do commercial as well. And so we talk about commercial, we talk about Airbnbs, we talk about corporate companies, schools, hospitals.
Right. Now, see, I'm getting the calls, if we go to the air duct cleaning, I'm getting the calls at Camp Lejeune. I'm getting the calls at Cherry Point. I'm getting the calls, in different facilities because we vet all of our personnel, we have state-of-the-art equipment, and we really try to troubleshoot and solve those problems in ourselves. So commercial, we have a really big staple on that, or a big footprint on that, so we can handle anything large, small, or just rudimentary.
Well, I love stories, and you were telling me a story before we started about one of your corporate clients, an Airbnb, and they had a maintenance issue.
Yes.
So you don't just do all the things you just mentioned, you also do emergency services. So tell us that story.
Yeah, it's kind of a situation where, we had an issue with a septic tank and it's gotten the water's kind of come back into the home. She calls me up and she says, hey, listen, the maintenance crew that we have, they're giving us the runaround. The time isn't quick enough. What can you do? So I'm headed there after this.
Well, I want people to know it's about convenience, it's about reliability, and it's about availability. So StanleySteamer.com is where you can go to schedule your free consultation, make an appointment to see what services that they can provide for you. Again, it's StanleySteamer.com or 1-800-StanleySteamer.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina, and in this episode of Welcome Home, we're joined by 2 of the project managers for Sunny Day Roofing. This is James. James, when it comes to roofing, there's so many choices out there. What would you say sets Sunny Day Roofing apart from all the other roofing companies?
Great question. So we're local, we're licensed and insured, and we offer so many different types of roofs. And in addition to that, we do interior work, we do gutters, we do siding. So we're more like a one-stop shop for all your needs, roofing and roofing related.
Well, here's something I learned today that I didn't know is that you were licensed in North Carolina and South Carolina, and your main focus is fortified roofing.
Yes, so along the coastline, we get the grant for the fortified roofing, and we put up the 3rd most fortified roofs in the state of North Carolina last year. We walk our customers through the entire fortified roof process so they don't have to deal with it through insurance. We take care of all of that for them. And we help them out any way we can to get them the fortified roofs because that's going to give you the strongest roof possible to ensure that it can withstand the hurricane force winds that we get here.
And I understand you don't just do roofs, correct?
No, we don't. Well, we also offer metal roofs, flat roofs. We do gutters, we do siding. We do a lot of interior work, predominantly painting, and pretty much we'll do whatever we can. Kyle, the owner, he has a very extensive background in construction. So whenever Sunny Day started up, he wanted to offer more than just a roof replacement. That way homeowners can rest assured that they only have to deal with one project manager throughout all of the work.
Thanks, James. Let's check in with Fred. He's the other project manager, and let's hear what he has to say. I'm here with Fred. He's the other project manager at Sunny Day Roofing. Fred, what are some signs that someone might need to replace their roof soon?
It's a good question. From the ground, it's a little harder to tell, but if you have some water spots inside your house, maybe on your ceiling, that's a good sign that your roof is getting to a time where it needs to be replaced. Also, if you might see some shingles blown off on the ground, another good reason to give us a call. The expert opinion, what we do is we hop up on your roof and we'll give a free inspection to check all the damage that you have, check widespread damage. There might be missing shingles, there might be creased shingles, all potential for more leaking, more damage to your number one asset, your home.
Well, you're known for saving your customers money.
Yeah, absolutely. From day one, you have a project manager guiding you through the entire process. Day one to the build date, we're here every step of the way, answering your questions, guiding you through possible insurance replacement, getting to know the process. By the end of it, you'll be a professional. You'll be able to tell all your friends about our program that we offer, our referrals, and easy, seamless, start to finish.
Your reputation speaks for itself because your customers are giving you tons of testimonials and referrals, and because of that, you've created a referral program.
Yeah, the referral program is really great. Our clients love it. They get some of the money that they had to put out of pocket back in their pocket by offering them $500 per referral for every roof we replace.
I imagine this whole process is so daunting, dealing with insurance companies, but you make the process easy for your customers.
Yeah, making it super simple for our clients is real important for us. As a project manager, being there from day one to completing the build, we do a lot of work to ensure the process is easy. Whether we have to work with your insurance company, we're there every step of the way, ensuring the ease and the burden of making those tough phone calls, maybe waiting on hold. And then through the process as well, we're experts in roofing, so we really know how to really put up a solid roof for our homeowners and clients.
All right, well, you can schedule your free roof inspection today just by giving their office a call or go to sunnydayroofing.com. Every new roof starts with a sunny day. Welcome back to another episode. Our friends at Eastern ADU are here joining us. Brandon, you recently did a project for the Eatmans. Tell us about that project.
Yeah, the Eatman project was pretty interesting because they wanted a custom design that would complement their existing outdoor landscaping, hardscaping, and they also have a pool. So this was a project that we custom designed so that it could be lived in, as well as a space that they could use when they're enjoying their outdoor time.
Speaking of the Eatman project, was this a typical request that you would get from a client to build something outside by a pool, or do you get across the board different requests?
This one was unique with it being outside by a pool, and you had to combine a living ADU space with an active pool house. So we came up with a unique design to meet their needs. As far as additional clients, we do have two segments. I believe we have the investor clientele that are looking for long-term durability, functionality, and space for their tenants. And then you have the parents that are moving in. They're retiring and living in the backyard. They're living on the side of the home. And I think for those, it's more about comforts for the parents, such as ADA compliance, wider doors, dimmer switches, grab bars, things that make living a lot easier as you age.
Well, let's go back to the Eatman project. Did they have any special requests? More importantly, did any problems happen that they don't know about that you had to solve?
Fortunately, I can say on this one, we have not had any problems that we had to solve for. The Eatmans have been wonderful clients to work with, providing great access to the property, helping us out when we needed to get in and out to do certain project portions. I think on this one of the things that was unique was if you consider that they had an outdoor pool area, we put in what's called a cased window so they could open the window both ways and sort of serve through the kitchen to the exterior. And then we custom designed a bar that would work for the outside area so that they had a nice station sort of on the porch. That was something that they didn't really expect that we built in for them. And in this case, I think we surprised them with the farm sink. It's not something that they expected, but we kind of threw that in for them along the way.
Are you doing more like attached ADUs or detached ADUs?
I think right now the attached portions that we're doing are large scale additions over 1,200 square feet. And then as far as the ADUs, the majority of those have all been detached.
All right, well, we're going to hear a testimonial from Lee Eatman himself. So let's hear how that project went. I'm here with Lee Eatman. Lee, you own a property management company, Unlimited Property Solutions. Thank you for wearing it on your shirt.
Yes.
And how did you end up working with Eastern ADU?
Eastern ADU had built some for some of our investors in the business, and I met Brandon, one of the owners of Eastern ADU, and we just connected immediately.
So tell me, what was it like working with Eastern ADU?
They've delivered on their promises, done everything they said they were going to do. It's been fair with me, and I was extremely happy.
Well, let's talk about the process. How long did it take? Were there any inconveniences?
It's been really smooth. The process, about 90 days, 100 days. I'm actually just in the finishing stages, from design to planning to submitting and then getting going. It's been a really quick process.
Did they help you with the design process at all? And what was that like?
Yeah, they've actually come to my house, went over a design, asked me, what my likes were, and made sure it was, made my dream happen instead of something that was pushed onto me. But it was all personal service, and it's been excellent.
So overall, you'd say it was easy. You enjoyed the process.
Yeah, A+, very easy. And it's not an easy business to be in from my experience, and they've made it as smooth as possible.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
If you're thinking about building an ADU or converting your existing property, Eastern ADU is here for you. Thanks for joining. I'm here with Brunswick County Sheriff Brian Chisholm. Sheriff Chisholm, what is the Sheriff's Office doing to protect and educate some of our vulnerable citizens like the elderly population?
So we're very big in the community policing. We have our impact group, and they're in the community every day educating about scams, educating on safety at both community, businesses, churches. We definitely have a growing elderly population in Brunswick County, so it's very important that we get this information out there, which is also on our website.
Do you have any specific recommendations for our community that they could be doing to keep themselves safe?
So at home, definitely pay attention to your surroundings. Cameras are cheap nowadays. Those are great things to put up to keep people off your property and to know if somebody comes on there that's not supposed to be there. Lock your car doors when you go inside. Don't leave those vulnerable things like firearms or jewelry or cash in your car. And if you have to, then please lock your doors.
Well, let's check in with Deputy Evans and Detective Sergeant Goodson to get some more tips for community awareness. I'm here with Deputy Evans in the Impact Unit of the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office. How does the Sheriff's Office work with citizens of our community to promote safety?
That's a great question. In the Impact Unit, we specialize in community safety. We can come to you at no charge and offer presentations for home safety tips, such as camera placement, lighting around your residence, and have you think about going around your residence to see if there's any vulnerabilities, which in turn, we offer another program for home security assessments. We can come to you, again, no charge, and look at the vulnerabilities for you, your house of worship, or business if need be.
It sounds like we just need to take a look around our house for vulnerabilities, like you said, lighting, maybe camera placements. What is the best way to get in contact with you so that we can take advantage of these special programs?
You can go to our website at brunswicksheriff.com and contact an employee, as well as call up here to the Sheriff's Office and get in touch with the Impact Unit Division, and we'll be happy to come out to you and gear whatever presentation or program for you.
All right, well, let's check in with Detective Goodson and hear what he has to say. I'm here with Sergeant Goodson, Investigations Division. Sergeant, what tips do you have for the citizens to help prevent crimes before they start?
A few tips that we like to share with our citizens is to lock up your valuables. If your home is valuable to you, lock it up. If your vehicle is valuable to you, lock it up. Get into a routine of every night checking to make sure that vehicle is locked, to make sure nobody can get into it in the early hours of the morning. Also write down some of your serial numbers to make sure those valuables are documented, so if it does get taken, we can pursue it afterwards.
And so in other words, don't leave valuables on the seat in plain sight to make someone want to break in, but also lock your doors, keep yourself safe.
Yes, ma'am. Usually a nightly routine, we call it the 9 p.m. routine. 9 p.m., find your remote or your key and make sure those vehicles are locked up at night. And before you go to bed, to make sure you lock all your doors and windows too.
There's also a lot of frauds and scams happening, whether it's people impersonating law enforcement or just calling and trying to get valuable information over the phone. What type of advice do you have for that?
Most of the time we ask our citizens to maintain their privacy, don't share their public information with anyone over the telephone, especially if they're impersonating law enforcement. A law enforcement officer would not ask you for your personal information, nor would they ask for payment by phone. If they're asking for payment via wire transfer or credit cards or gift cards, it's typically a sign that there's a scam.
And with these scams, there seems to be this sense of urgency. What's the best way to get off the phone quickly?
Just hang up. Just hang up and call 911 and express to the dispatcher what kind of information has already been given. Tell them what's been talked about, and they can send an officer to your residence and make sure that everything's on the safe side for you in the future.
All right, well, thank you, and thank you to the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office. We have one last message from our sheriff. Well, I want everyone to know that the Sheriff's Office is here to help. So what advice do you have for them to partner with the Sheriff's Office?
So that's a great question. We actually have a program, and they can go on the website and they can give us information. A lot of our big cases come from tips from the citizens. So if you see something, say something. Let us know on our website, call the sheriff's office, give us that information so we can investigate it and hopefully keep the community safe. We value the partnership we have with the citizens of Brunswick County, and together we can make this a safe place to live and work.
All right, well, we're going to put a link to the app on here as well. So you can download the app and stay informed. If you see something, say something. We are back at Out of My Closet with our friends. This is Nolani. She is a general manager. And every time I come in here, this place seems to grow and grow and grow. And Out of My Closet is officially in full swing and packed.
Yes, it's packed like crazy. We had our soft launch around November 1st, and ever since then, the closets have been full. And we have gotten so much good feedback about how fun it is to clean out your closet and try something new. And coming in here, being able to rent a booth for $35 a week and set your closet up to really showcase your own personality. It's fun seeing people come in here with loads of bags 2-3 times out of the week just because they want to put new items in there and watch it sell.
So let's talk about the seller experience, because you said it's $35 a week, so it's very nominal. And so you clean out your closet, you bring the things that you no longer want, and you set up your booth. What am I missing?
So we handle sales, marketing, and upkeep. We keep 1/3 of your profit. You don't have to be here to sell, but it is recommended that you come in often and you refresh your items. Especially if you do want to stay for longer than a week, you're more than welcome to. We have a lot of experienced sellers who come in, and whatever theme is going on, if it's Christmas or New Year's, they like to base their style around what's happening.
You know, if it's New Year's and Christmas, I'm shopping for outfits for that, you know, Christmas dinner or the cocktail party or the New Year's party. I'm not really shopping for bathing suits.
Yes, correct. And we want vendors to be able to put what they're selling up on their board. So that way, as a shopper's walking by, they can just look up and say, oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe they'll have it in this closet.
So all of these seller boards, and I'm looking at them now because they're also attractive, they have the sizing on them. So you, as a shopper, know if that's your size, if you want to stop in this shop, this booth or not.
Yeah, so for shoppers, we have heard how organized and how easy it is to shop, because typically in other stores, you can get kind of overwhelmed or anxious if things aren't organized or put in the correct places. But in here, it's like shopping out of your best friend's closet in every single closet, and you find a new personality, and it just makes it so much more fun and exciting.
Well, tell us the things that we're going to find, because it's not just clothing.
No, it's not just clothing. You've got all sorts of shoes and accessories, handbags, sunglasses, any brand you can think of. Anything that you're looking for, you're going to find it in here.
All right. Well, anything you want to add for the seller side or the shopper side?
For the seller side, if you want a new side hustle, come to Out of My Closet and rent out a closet space just for $35 a week. For the shopper side of things, if you can't find anything at any other store, I guarantee we'll have it here. So although we've been open for about 3 months, we are officially having our grand opening on January 17th. We're so excited about it. We're gonna have mimosas, fairy hair, there's gonna be a DJ. It's gonna be absolutely insane, and you're not gonna wanna miss it.
Check them out, Out of My Closet, located inside Bazaar on College Road. We'll see you next time. That's it for this edition of Welcome Home. You can watch any of these segments or find more information on foxwilmington.com.